what's up? I'm here because I'm here at Costello Park. They're trying to take away a community garden and put in a pickleball field. I don't know who the fuck plays pickleball around here, but y'all just got mad money for schools and stuff. I'm sure you could figure out another place for it that doesn't affect community eating. So we'll see how that goes.
So please feel free to let us know your thoughts, your ideas, your recommendations. We thank again Groundwork Lawrence and TEC for all their work and partnership for this project. We're looking forward to renovating this project. We have some of these designs and renderings and that you can look at it as an example. But please feel free, if you see something there or you don't see something there that you want, let us know what they are. We also have the refreshments, and I do want our director McCarthy to
recognize that, the current. How you doing, guys? It is important to recognize the following: the current use we have should be included no matter what, and having three concepts that do not include what we currently have in terms of handball, it is not good, because if perhaps they were not here to advocate, to keep advocating for the handball, it wouldn't be added. But for sure, we should have at least one of the concept. That is concept is not the design, including handball. But I mean, I'm glad that we are going to work with the handball players, the association, and the people that really advocate for each sport. But we have the handball association here, and that's the current use. It's the same thing that we have on that reservoir. So a lot of people practice there. A lot of people do things, exercise, and then we include a gym. So it's the same thing. The use that we have on the location should be kept as far as we use it for sport. Thank you. Le decía que el uso actual de la cancha debería de estar en uno de los conceptos, pero se va a incluir, ya como la asociación de handball está aquí y los jugadores, para asegurarnos de que el uso actual se mantenga, ya que es importante mantener las personas que ya están utilizando la cancha. Gracias.
I apologize for not being able to speak Spanish. It wasn't an option when I went into high school in the early 60s. This is the work that you people have done. I spent 60 years working in and around civil engineering field. Your concepts look great. Okay, this is a question directed towards the administration. Who sets the priorities for these things? 2.5 years ago, we froze our butts off up at Rowell Park, 30-mile-an-hour wind, chasing these concepts around. The survey work was done. Since then, we have done, I say we, the city has done the park over on Andover Street. Now you're doing this. Every time I mention Rowell Park, oh, it's being pushed to the back of the burner. You find money for this, why can't you find money for something that was done 2.5 years ago? Thank you.
Yeah, woo! Should give it to current administration.
Thank you so much, Councilor. We are working our way throughout the city of Lawrence to revitalize the city. As you can see, some of these basketball hoops don't even have nets. So I think it's a great initiative that we're actually taking to actually make a difference and revitalize this area. We cannot do every area at the same time, but it is our goal, and I know Groundwork Lawrence is our partner in this, as well as TEC and the City Council, as we're using CDBG funds, but to start revitalizing all the abandoned basketball areas, all the abandoned parks, everything that has been here in the city of Lawrence that nobody has paid attention to. So we are working at it one day at a time. But thank you. And I'll make sure that we put that on there to follow up on that.
You didn't answer the question.
There we go. There we go.
When is Rowell Park going to get put on the agenda?
As I said, I will
2.5
follow up
years.
on that. Thank you. And thank you for bringing that up. Thank you.
Will we continue this way here? Okay, and then the gentleman here, right?
Yeah.
ladies first.
I also can't translate, so if somebody wants to do that for me afterwards, that'd be great. You're talking about abandoned spaces and this park having a lot of abandoned spaces, but the farm is not. What do these plans have for included for that farm? Yeah, if you don't mind translating the question.
Okay.
Thank you.
La pregunta de ella es qué estamos pensando para la área de donde está allá la finca, la área donde están los vegetales. Para eso estamos aquí. This is why we're here. We want to know what you guys want to see here. Do you want us to continue? Obviously with partners with Groundwork Lawrence. So we are definitely going to continue to develop it. If this is something you want to see it bigger, you want a bigger space, let us know. This is why we're here today. We have taken the time in this 100-degree weather to come here and listen to you because you are what matters. You're the one that's going to use the space. So if that's what you want to see, advocate now. So thank you.
Please, bigger.
Vamos a hacer we're gonna go like this, okay? So no se me desesperen. ¿Quién más por aquí? Creo que usted.
Hi, I could translate also. My name is Clara, I live right across the street. I've been living there for 7 years. On 2023, my car got hit, so security is something big on me. And when I wanted to get my car checked, because my insurance company thought I crashed in and parked it, where they found out with the cameras that somebody did it. So it's important that the city cameras are working. Because I went through all my neighborhood and a lot of the cameras weren't working. So that was a big hassle for me. It took me 3 weeks to fix it.
I agree with everything that folks have said. It is really important to make sure that we are listening to the users of this park for what they want to see here. As the executive director of Groundwork Lawrence and someone who has been stewarding the farm now for over 12 years, it was quite a shock to me and to the folks in my organization that these 3 concepts take pieces of the farm, and there was no conversation. The farm is used day in and day out. We donate all of the food that we grow to food pantries and soup kitchens in Lawrence, and it is vital for us to continue to have that opportunity to make sure that folks are getting fresh food. I will say that after having some conversations with the landscape architect, there could be a way to redesign some of this for us. But if we are not included in the conversations,
In the first conversation.
then it'll all go away. Same with the handball court, same as we talk about safety. People need to be included in these conversations. When we first saw these concepts, we were taken aback, completely taken aback, because no one had reached out to us as an organization to say, hey, we're thinking about doing this. And as a partner in the space, we would love to hear what you have to say. So that being said, I will hand over the mic because I know there are others that have plenty to say.
So I feel like I'm a little bit confused because we've heard a couple of times that this is a partnership between the city and Groundwork Lawrence, and then we just heard that Groundwork Lawrence was unaware of what was happening here. And so it makes me wonder about something that Rich actually said about priorities. Who is making the decisions to do this, and who in the community, and I mean residents, not community organizations, but what residents like myself, what neighbors who are adjacent to this park have been consulted when it comes to what changes are getting ready to happen here?
Facts.
It sounds like that there was a decision made, there were plans imposed upon us. We were being told that Groundwork Lawrence was consenting in this, and we just heard that they weren't. So this
wonder
is
who's flying a drone.
very confusing, and it doesn't have the ring of authenticity to it, and it doesn't sound like community residents were consulted at all. And so while I am 100% in favor of any improvements that are happening in the city, it is really important that we consider the community residents' desire and that our voices are represented before we see plans. What is happening with our students, the way in which these farms contribute to the community cannot be understated. And so to see these plans with parts of that taken away is devastating. So my question, I actually do have a question. My question is much like Rich's, and I probably won't get an answer, but who is making these decisions? Who is prioritizing these decisions? And what residents, what data do you have from residents that say that this is something we consent to?
Thank you so much. I'll help answer that. Yeah.
Well, hopefully I can remember everything. So sorry. Básicamente ella le preocupa mucho sobre todo la idea de que Groundwork Lawrence en sociedad con la ciudad está detrás de este proyecto y que al mismo tiempo hay una confusión para ella. Y siente que al mismo tiempo no han sido consultados los residentes de manera directa para la construcción o remodelación del parque. Y eso es lo que a ella le preocupa. Y esos residentes, ella entiende que también desean ese tipo de información y quiere saber sobre todo qué va a pasar en cuanto a eso.
I'll just say something really quickly. Thank you, Leslie, and thank you so much. We actually did go door to door. And thank you, because I know I met you yesterday and I asked you to please come because I want to hear your feedback. My team wants to hear your feedback. And this is exactly what we want. We want to hear what you have to say and give us the feedback. These are just samples. These are not the final concepts. These are not the final design. As the acting mayor just said, it's like this is scratch white. There's nothing there.
Where's
This
the
is just a
mayor?
presentation.
Never said
What's
that.
actually really here is what you see. Those handball courts, those basketball courts, okay, that have no nets. That's the reality. These are just images, okay? What we want to hear is this. That. What do you want to see here? And for the people that do live here, I want to hear from you. For the people that visit this park, what do you want to see? That's it. So basically, I'm sorry?
I live here.
Yes.
My children come here.
Yes.
Why were we not notified until less than 24 hours before?
We went door to door.
You did not, because I can tell you right now, you didn't knock on my door.
We went door to door as we can get through the door. Depends. If some fences were closed or doors were locked, obviously we didn't go inside the building.
That's not how you
But we
communicate
went
with your
in.
community, though.
Well, I'm glad you were notified and you're here today. I'm glad. Because clearly we went door to
Not by
door
you,
to
though, by
most
other
of these
people.
people. We also published it on social media and we made it aware because we wanted as many people to come here and give us your feedback.
Yes,
This
we
is really to give us
Yes, we
feedback. And this is what it is. So we want to hear your feedback and I'm glad that you're here to let us know what it is. So thank you for your feedback and I'll give it to Manny because I know he's been waiting.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Manny. And just to go with the groundwork, Lawrence, Brad was actually involved and attended most of the meetings, so clearly there must have just been some miscommunication there. But Brad did attend some of the meetings.
No, don't go there.
So we did have
No.
several team meetings, and we also did a walkthrough here. But anyways, yeah, we do want to know what everyone feels like and what you want to see. This is not a political event. This is a neighborhood event. We want to redo this area. So we are passing by some stickies. Please feel free, whatever you want to see, write it down. If any recommendation or anything that you have, just please post it on here. And I also want to thank and acknowledge our acting chief, Fire Chief Delaney. Thank you so much for coming. And so if it's public safety, the garden, more basketball courts, handball courts, volleyball, whatever it is you want to see, just write it down, put it on here. We're here for you. We want to hear your feedback. But thank you so much for coming. We also have some food and refreshments.
Is that it?
And we're welcome.
sounds like she's wrapping it
and
up.
I will also give the mic to one more resident here. Thank you.